Hi, you're in the back room with Becky, and today's topic is disaster, pestilence, death, war, and famine. I don't know if these guys are doubling up on horses, but it sounds like the four horsemen of the apocalypse to me. And I don't know how people feel about it. I was listening to a station, and they were talking about the fact that people, some people believe, oh, it's just, nature's revolting. Yeah, because it's like we've been raping Mother Earth for millions of years. And now this morning or the other morning when the tsunami started, she got up and said, oh, hell no, that's enough. And it's almost like, you see this picture of this huge, colossal woman god, this warrior god rising up out of the ocean. I don't see Neptune. I see a big old sister saying, I'm so tired of y'all hanging on me, disrespecting me, sucking the life out of me, mistreating the beautiful things that I offer you. I'm tired of you tearing up everything me and God do. This is what Mother Earth is saying, not me. I'm imagining what she would say because it's much like you work hard, you like nice things in your home. When your kids come through there and disrespect and tear up stuff, I don't know about in your household, but when an ass whooping uh wasn't followed, then it was twice as bad getting grounded and having things taken away. You know that's not nobody wants to do that either. But this is what consequences look like. The consequences of our actions, these severe storms, you know, we've always had tornadoes. I don't know why they're acting like, but because it's frightening. Because every time now something happens, we think it's going to be catastrophic. We're waiting for the next. Where is it going to hit next? Well, they say that we are the modern day Babylon. So, we got a little taste of it with Katrina. We've had mudslides, fires, and floods. So people just are not paying attention. I say, Mother Earth is angry and she's about to kick our asses out. Now, set aside the politicians, set aside the religion. If it bothers you, you don't have to think about that aspect. Just imagine that this is someone or something that has given you life. It made it possible for you to have enjoyable memories of running in the fields and playing outside and catching fireflies from day to day. I don't even see no fireflies in my neighborhood. You know, we used to play with the bugs with toys, the big June beetles that fly down in Arkansas. We would tie strings around their legs and let them fly. That would be our little airplane. I know it might be sounding cruel, but I'm just trying to show you how we interacted with nature. And uh, when children learn to respect nature, they go about their lives a different way. We we we're not setting a good example. Like I said before, if you're not recycling, not doing something to help the universe or Mother Earth, you get ready. 'Cause, we look like we're about to get evicted. I'm not saying that I'm one of those end of the world doomsday fanatics, but I do believe that, like with every good story, it has a beginning, a middle, and an end. And we have seen some pretty fantastic things, but we also know that we've done some pretty reckless, careless, you know, things with our environment. And so whenever we have a disaster, the bottom line idea is, we have so many that now it's affected. We don't have enough money to take care of the people that are getting damaged. Boom. Bottom line. You know, FEMA, such a trouble. Oh my God, I hope they do something better than they did before. But if we are faced with these things, think it may be time that some of us start asking ourselves some moral questions, you know, because I would hate for anybody to wake up and it's the last day on earth and they're like, you got time to tell me about this Jesus guy? You got time? Who is Yahweh? Who is Allah? Can you tell me about anything? You got to believe in something. And these are the times when people are looking for inspiration, sympathy, empathy, not pimpage, because they were pimped enough to just so. And I think now we have walking wounded people. People don't even really, they're not even aware. We get distracted with TV and sparkling, shiny things, and we forget some matters at hand is that we got boys over there that's dying every day. We got nations where people are starving to death. In the modern era, we got children that die from diseases that they don't even have to die from. Is that civilization? You know, when Pompeii fell, you children go to your books and go to Wikipedia. Pompeii, Pompeii, over there in Italy, Rome somewhere. Supposedly, it just burst into flames one day, and volcanic acid ate it up. They've never, really recovered that many of the remains. When a city gets utterly destroyed, and it sounded a little preachy, but I think we need to re-examine that possibly, no, not possibly, absolutely, we have brought this on ourselves. And there's no way out of it except, you know, a good quote from Karl Barth said that we cannot go back and undo the past, uh, but we can start right now and change the way this thing ends, perhaps. And I always thought that I thought everybody grew up like we did. You know, my parents, as elders on the block, they were very ecologically inclined, very ecologically informed. They always did things around nature. They were fishermen. They were gardeners. They had won awards for this being the most beautiful yard. Oh, Daddy, I'm so sorry. I'm gonna get on that right away. But what I'm trying to say is, when you get to talking about these things, and then you say, "Well, what can I do?" And I think that's why people like to escape the internet, sex, drugs, rock and roll, whatever, because sometimes just the mere thought of the consequences of our actions. Here we are enjoying such great liberties. Uh, no, it's not perfect. No way. It's not perfect. It never will be. But now, for some theories, it will be perfect when he comes back. Now, he or she is coming back. And I don't think they're going to be too happy because, like I said, it's that the Mother Earth woke up and said, "Oh, I'm just shaking all of you worthless people. Get off of me. You sucked the life out of me long enough." That's kind of way the principle and the theories are applied, and actually leads to a series of other actions and consequences. So, you know, ask yourself today, am I satisfied that I'm doing everything I need to do uh, if it is end of days? You know, if you're not a religious person and you think it's not your baby, do your thing. When I'm singing with the angels, I keep you in mind. But you got to believe in something. And one thing is that you got to believe that there is enough of this divine spirit in us that we truly can make changes. I make changes all the time. I had to make that. somebody died in my family, and I was, always the one, that had to be there and cover the family and do whatever. And I did not like it, but it was my job. It is a part of who I am. To be a caregiver, I think it's an honorable thing. Before I had my businesses and did anything else, I was a professional nanny. Loved it. Learned a lot of things about my Caucasian sisters and brothers too. So I know that you all worry about the same things we worry about. So today, catastrophic conditions, death and destruction, all these storms. Could, could God be trying to tell us something? You've been in the back room with Becky. There's some crazy camera stuff going on. We're going to get it together before we go all the way out for the people.